Today is Friday, October the 8th, 2021. It's about 4:30 p.m. I'm going to make this brief. It's going to be definitely brief, but I greet everybody all around the world with universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter if you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter whether you're the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemy. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. It doesn't matter what your nationality or race may be. I'm coming to you today. I'm coming to, I'm coming to the black folks today. Number one, black women and men. Men by birth, black men, we are kings by birth. When I say kings, I'm not talking about no type of gang affiliation. I'm talking about king with a crown. You know, if you don't know what I mean, ask one of my nieces, Erica. You see what I'm saying? Ask Fool Ivy what did the word king mean in the black community. She named my great nephew, my brother, may he rest in peace, Ricky Ivy, named his grandson, her son, King Ricky. Just like I named one of my daughters, Queen Ramona. That's on the birth certificate. We kings and queens by birth. Kings and queens by birth, we have different tribes, but we don't go around killing each other. You see what I'm saying? We don't go around putting poison in our community. We go around as village leaders. Like when I came up in the 1950s, the 60s, and the 70s, in what they called the infamous, most notorious housing projects in the country then, Cabrini Green. We had villages. We had the white projects, we had the red projects, we had the row houses. You see what I'm saying? Everybody in their own section, they governed their own sections. You know, as the years went past, they got to naming some of the things, just like the row houses. We called them the Valley of the Leprechauns. But we secured them. We wasn't out there gang banging. The reason why I'm saying this here is too much killing in the black community. In Illinois, you see what I'm saying? It's bad enough how racist it is. You see what I'm saying? Against blacks. But at the same time, people is feeding on it. They got the mayor of Chicago, who's black Democrat. They got the prosecuting attorneys, who's black Democrat. They got the superintendent of police in Chicago, black Democrat. They got all them fighting against each other. You see what I'm saying? Now, here it is, two situations. One in Schaumburg, Illinois, in the northwest suburbs. Somebody that happened to be kin to me, 18 years old, fighting head up. Well, he was fighting with his fist with a 17-year-old Mexican guy. Nothing against Mexicans, nothing against Puerto Ricans or no other race. But the Mexican at all times had a knife in his hand. And when my kin folks fell to the ground, the Mexican stabbed him to death, and they called it, the prosecuting attorney called it mutual combat. Something wrong with that. 3 guys on the west side around Austin, I think Parkside, somewhere up in that area, in Chicago, Illinois, on the west side. Guys pull up in the car, the police ain't too far behind them. They shooting up in the house. The house shoot back. 1 individual got shot and killed. 5 individuals got arrested with guns, and they called that mutual combat. But I want y'all to look at this video. It's something wrong with it. When 2 or 3 masked black individuals come in a person's house, shoot the guy, and tell the female to stay down, and all she hollering out is get out of my house. Who say get out of my house with some bad gunmen that's shooting your husband down? You see what I'm saying? Who does that? And something is wrong when you look at the interview with her on the news after her husband died. You don't see no tears. You wouldn't even think it was a death. If it was, you would have thought maybe it was her enemy that died. But take a look at it, y'all. Wake up, man. If you're married to a female, know what she about. If you're married, the female, if you're married to a male, know what he about. Family, friends, and all black folk, get your security right. Get you some cameras. I ain't gonna say no more, but you know how to defend yourself. You know, they done banned me from everything but YouTube so far. And I was a member of the Cabrini Green. I grew up in Cabrini Green, which I did. I was born and raised there in 1958. Born and raised. Cook County Hospital. But I put a few things in there and tried to make a few comments, and it's been pending for about a week. So I removed myself from Cabrini Green. I grew up in Cabrini Green. Maybe that's a different section of people that grew up in Cabrini Green. Because I'm an original, 1958. I was born and raised. Some people moved there, you see what I'm saying, when they was 20 and 21 years old. I was born and raised there. But I'm going to leave it right here, y'all. Look at this video and tell me what you think. Something wrong. Somebody set that brother up. I ain't seen too many people come in the house and tell one or the other, if you a victim, stay down, and you get to holler, get out of my house. They don't shoot you, but kill your husband. Something's wrong. Peace be still.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
About to be 28.
Identify one of the men killed last night as Louis Lee. Home security cameras were recording during the attack on Jonathan Avenue. Lee's wife tells Rachel Perry the woman was there when her husband was killed. Rachel.
Eric, I do want to warn the viewers, this video coming up may be disturbing to some. His wife tells me the men walked right in the front door and immediately started shooting. At one point she thought they left, but instead they fired even more shots. Dozens of gunshots ring out at a Rockford home.
He was a family person. He wasn't really for this type of stuff, you know.
Tashima McIntosh Lee tells me she was at the house on Jonathan Tuesday evening when her husband Louis Lee was killed.
Yeah, it did happen real fast. It was weird. They just opened up my door and just got to shooting. At first they left back out, because I thought they left. And then they came back in and started shooting again.
Home security footage shows 3 men walk up to the door and begin shooting. You can hear one telling someone to stay down.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
And then yelling to get out.
Y'all already shot him the first time when y'all came in and shot at him the first time. So why would you come back in? Like, that's stupid.
Tashima has nothing to say to the people responsible for her husband's death.
I don't want to talk to them. I mean, I wish it never happened. And then all the other incidents that happened in the same night that happened with him. So,
but she will remember Louis as the life of the party.
He was a happy person. He liked the party. I can say he liked the party. He used to act like he didn't like the party, but he liked the party.
Rockford police tell me they do not have any updates on the shooters at this time. If you have any information or recognize anyone in that video, contact the police or Crime Stoppers. At 6, Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara tells us what he hopes will stop the violence. Eric?